Good evening to you all. Welcome back to the fourth session. Good to see you all after a week. Thank you so much for your response. We have rather discussed three sessions on the topic career counseling or life counseling. Both are equally important, but both have to be taken together. One cannot ignore over the other. We also discussed multiple career options. We discussed on multiple intelligence factors. We discussed on multi-skilling. And the last session was on Vanguard, principle of learning. I'm sure you carried home some message out of it by now. Right, this particular session is on phases of life. And some of you may wonder, what is so great about it? Because we generally have three phases as we discuss: childhood, adulthood and old age. And quite rightly so, because phases of life is defined since ages now. विद्यार्थी दशा, गृहस्थाश्रम आणि वानप्रस्थाश्रम. सो हा डिसाइड केलेला आहे, डिस्कस केलेला आहे, लिहिलेला आहे. Most of them they consider the third one as a part of Vairagya. Okay, but it is not the case. Anyway, that is a separate topic altogether. But what is important is we would like to discuss on phases of life in slightly different perspective. Let us assume that childhood, adulthood and old age are the three phases that we know. And we also discussed in the previous sessions that learning happens right since the child is in the mother's womb, because it is known, a Biblia story we heard about. Now if we consider that, then we don't remember all that actually. We also, if you are asked to remember your childhood, the best memory possibly can remember up to maybe 2 years of age. Prior to that it is difficult, which we call as infancy stage. So childhood can be broadly then divided into infancy stage, maybe up to 2 years or so, 2 to 12 years as the childhood, and then 13 to 19 as teenage. Entire thing is considered as childhood, although pediatricians would like to treat up to 12 years and maybe some grown-up children in adolescence age also. So that is a separate area altogether. But then yes, up to teenage, 19 years, we can take broadly as maybe up to 20 years is a stage of childhood. Most of us also know that the brain development that happens is maximum up to the age of 7 to 8 years. And that is why our ancestors knew about this, and Upanayan Sanskar, they used to do it at around the age of 8, and then the child used to go for his education or her education. Of course, she was not allowed those days, but a different education. The point is, if we consider childhood as into three stages: infancy, childhood, that is 2 to 12 years, and teenage, and we apply whatever we have discussed in the previous sessions, that is multiple intelligence factors, multi-skilling factors, Vanguard learning principles, I think all of it continues to grow or decline as we grow in life. That's a debatable question, because we learn maximum during our childhood, which we know all. As we grow, our learning capacity as such, or willingness, again is a question mark, declines. But then we are forced to study more and more difficult subjects as we grow. Fine, that's a learning stage and cycles that we have to go through. What is important is, if this is childhood, and then adulthood should start somewhere around 20-21 years of age, and it goes on till maybe 60 years of age, which is a large part of our life. Can we divide adulthood also into three different segments? Let us say young adult who is around say 21 to 30 or maybe 35 in some certain cases. You can say up to 40 because people, some of them they say that life begins at 40. So if we consider young adult as maybe 21 to 40 because maximum input in terms of karma or earnings or whatever identity that one would like to create for life happens during that time. And then comes maybe the matured adult who is 40 plus. We can go up say 41 to 60 years of age as matured adult, and then it is the old age. I have come across some people, I am sure most of us, that okay, I want to work only till the age of 40 and then I want to enjoy my life. Frankly speaking, that is not the stage to enjoy life. That is the stage to take more responsibility. But then as the age advances, we understand it better. Nevertheless, I mean, some are fortunate. We are not here discussing, when we are talking of all those factors of career counseling, life counseling, and stages of life, of those 5% fortunate people who understand their life goals. They understand what do they want to do in their life right in the infancy stage, or maybe childhood stage. We are not talking of those fortunates, or they get that particular environment. We are talking of those majority of people who are 95% who keep struggling to identify what should be the right career, what are my career goals and life goals and things like that. So it is important that we understand childhood into 3 stages, adulthood into another 3 stages. But those people who believe that after 40 I want to relax and enjoy life, their old age probably has preponed. I do not know. I mean, maybe the case. And this is the stage where there is a possibility of getting into midlife crisis, what many people term as mid-career crisis also. Right? So it is both mid-career crisis or midlife crisis, but more to do with midlife crisis. During my study, I have come across many people, in fact more than 350 people who have participated in the study. I could realize that earlier, till maybe 95, the age group was around 46 to 64 years of age of midlife crisis. It was also stated that India and Japan are excluded because of their cultural background. But the fact remains now, at this point of time, like India is leading in diabetics and other areas, unfortunately, even midlife crisis has grown alarmingly. And the sad part is most of the people are not even aware of it. To add to this particular woe, midlife crisis, according to the study, in fact begins as early as maybe 30-31 years of age. I mean, how is it possible, and how it can be measured? And that's the thing which I could really study on, and there are many studies happening around. But it is important that crisis should not happen. And if you take our life, any crisis that happens in our life or otherwise, which are geographical crisis or society or political, whichever crisis we term as, what we do is we take certain measures to either prevent it or we are ready to face that crisis. Both ways. But when it comes to life, we forget about preventing it or ready to facing it, the readiness of facing it. We are not even aware that there is something called as midlife crisis. I am not talking of some of you who already know about it, but most of the people, when I discussed, they said that okay, I am not, some of them heard about the term, but they are not aware. I am sure you have heard the story of second flight of eagle. Eagle generally leads a life of 70 years, but when eagle is 40 years of age, that eagle goes to the highest possible peak in that area with all the necessary food or whatever he wishes to carry, and it literally plucks every feather, polishes or removes nails and beak, etc. It creates a new eagle out of that old eagle of 40 years, and takes almost after 3 to 6 months of that horrible period and suffering, it comes out as a second flight of eagle. And that is something which I'm sure all of you would like to copy in our life. That second flight of eagle is something that happens in all of us, in everybody's life. There are sufferings. Life is never a straight line. We all know that. Life is a sigma curve. There are peaks and troughs. But when it happens, at whatever stage it happens, when it happens during childhood, we have lot of support system. But when it happens in adulthood, we really do not have much of support. We have to fight it alone. Or very few are having the fortune of having a mentor or guru to guide them across. Or then you have your own challenges. Everyone. In fact, as career counseling is considered as mandatory by most of us now, we have taken it as a routine, that we need to understand our child's career. Or similarly, how susceptible are we for this midlife crisis also needs to be assessed. I appeal to each one of you to really understand this. Another thing which I want to add to phases of life today is every stage that we discussed of 3 phases in childhood or 3 divisions of adulthood. The current stage is a resultant of the past stage. Like we say, past is the indicator of future, but I would say past is the indicator of present, and present is the indicator of future. And accordingly, if we want to understand how do we go ahead of leading this particular life, we need to have a mentor. Great people who are great at their own, including the stars or big industrialists and entrepreneurs and businessmen, they all have mentors, and we know about it. There are many stories which have come up. We do not consider it as necessary because we consider that ours is an ordinary life. The fact is, it is not the case. So friends, I stop here for this particular topic today because it's a very big topic. I only wanted you to understand that there is a term called midlife crisis, or a phase where that most of us suffer. We are not considering 5% fortunate. 95% of us, we definitely suffer. Even those 5% possibly suffer. Some of them come out and it becomes midlife transformation for them. But for the rest, it can happen, and there are various dimensions to it. We have many examples that people started their career post 50 or some business, and they have flourished much better than whatever they have done in the past 30 to 25, 30 years of their life. So that transformation, it has to be positive. It is important that we get ourselves assessed for our midlife, and that midlife could be anywhere from 30 to 60 years of age. I'm sure it's a good message to carry home. So thank you so much for your time.